Hi everyone. I just want to say a few words, some thoughts that have been on my mind. So I'm really glad that people seem to be enjoying the video format, and I've kind of been not wanting to do videos for a while, even though people have suggested them, because I am actually really uncomfortable on camera, and have very low self-esteem, and it is hard for me to kind of like put myself in front of the camera other than just like those little snapshots that I put in the beginning of my post, just to kind of give a sense of me being an actual person, instead of like sometimes we just think of science as just kind of like happening, and there's really real people behind all of that science. And so I've tried throughout everything to just be really authentically myself and just give you an idea of what being a scientist can be like. Obviously I'm just one very strange person's perspective and insight, but I just like to give people a look at sort of the behind the scenes of the science. But when it comes to the videos, so like one reason that I'm uncomfortable with it is that I am very perfectionistic, although you probably might not realize based on all the typos and my made up words and goofiness. And one of the things with the videos is I'm afraid that I'm gonna like make typos that I can't easily fix. So you probably noticed that the ones I've put out already are pretty rough, and that's kind of by design. I know if I try to make them perfect, like if I try to go over and over them again, I'm just gonna like spend way too long trying to get it perfect, and I never will. But if people really do like the video format, like my goal is to help people learn, and so it's good for me to practice teaching too. I just want to make sure that they're like the expectations don't get too high of me. um so yeah, I'm just a full-time grad student, just trying to do my best and trying to help people learn. But I worry that people are coming to would come to expect too much of me, and that I won't live up to your promises. And I have a really hard time with thinking about ever disappointing anyone or ever letting anyone down. So I'm gonna keep trying to do my best. And I appreciate everyone's patience as I've kind of just explored this whole science communication as a hobby, on top of being a full-time grad student and all of this. And it really just gives me so much joy knowing that I'm helping people, and it makes it all really worth it, even though it can be really exhausting. So I don't know really what I'm trying to say here other than thank you everybody who's been really supportive, and I hope that I can keep helping everyone learn. And so I will be trying to experiment more with doing some more short videos. Sometimes it really is just easier to talk things out than to try to write it all out. But yeah, so I'm not exactly sure what the future of my posts will look like. There's going to be still a lot of reposting old posts and probably doing some, like I've been doing the past few days, where I just do a sort of video narrations of some of my graphics and some of my past posts, and just kind of say things in a spoken form instead of just the written form. Yeah, so if there are topics that people want me to cover that they think, like topics I've covered before, like not brand new things, but things that you think would really benefit from the spoken version instead of just the text version. I know that I really like seeing things visually, so yeah, I don't want to move too far away from that sort of thing. Like, I'm not interested in doing any podcasts or anything like that. But if I can really just help, if the videos really are helping people learn, then I am happy to keep trying to do that. I just want to make sure that people know that they won't be perfect, and that I can't let myself get into that cycle of needing every post to be better than the one before, and having this pressure on me to be better every time. Like, I'm a very self-competitive person, if that makes sense. So I'm always trying to one up myself, so that, like, I don't let anyone down, and I don't let myself down. So yeah, it all comes back to this whole, like, self-esteem thing that I've been working on since, like, I was a little kid. Not doing so great. I really just fake it till I make it a lot of the time. But science really does make me happy. And I really love learning, and I feel so privileged that I've had this great education and that I've had all these opportunities that a lot of people don't have, most people don't have. And to me, life is just so much more magnificent and marvelous when you be able to appreciate things at the molecular scale. And it really makes me sad that people don't really have that sort of, they don't have the chance to learn that sort of thing and see those wonders. Like, oh, sorry, I don't know why I'm tearing up, but I just really, really want to share the joy that I feel about science with anyone who wants to learn. I'm not one of those people who's like, every kid has to become, like, go into STEM. Like, every kid, they must become, like, a scientist or a mathematician or anything. No, that's not who I am. Like, I just want everybody to have the option to do it if they want, and to just know that it's out there. And even if you're not a scientist, you can still, like, appreciate the magnificent beauty of the things that we can't even see, but it's just so incredible to think about. So if you're ever bored, like, just think about all the molecules that you're hanging out with. I told my grandma this, and she was saying that she was bored, like, it was in the middle of COVID lockdown, and it was just the same thing over and over every day. And I was like, if you ever get bored, Grandma, there's just all these molecules around you can play with. And then now it's like this running joke that she tells me that she's playing with her molecules, and it just makes me really happy, even if it's this joke thing. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, this whole post right today is just, like, really rambly, and I'm sorry. I just wanted to really just say thank you. Thank you for following me. Thank you for being patient with me throughout everything, and I hope that you can still be patient with me as I struggle through trying to really deliver the most effective science teaching I can. And letting me kind of practice on you. I'm really wanting someday to be, like, an undergraduate focused professor, because I think that there's not enough attention given to undergrad education, and I really have this passion for working with undergrads. And so yeah, my dream is to, like, have a small little lab and work at, like, a small undergrad college, and really get to teach students their first experiences with research, which is really how I fell in love with science, and I'm just so glad I have. And yeah, so thank you, thank you, thank you, and have a great day.